What's up, everybody? It's Randy Gardner with the Craft Beer Nation coming back at you with another review. I feel like it's been weeks since I've been in the saddle reviewing a beer. Nonetheless, I have one that I'm really excited to try. I've had one beer from them before. This one is from D9 Brewing out of Cornelius, North Carolina. The last beer I reviewed from them was called Viking Froch, which is like a combination. It's like a hybrid recipe between like a really old Viking beer recipe and then a Scottish ale. They put it together. Came up with this super. It's actually not a beer. It was a gruit with no hops. So this one right here is their, like I said, D9 out of Cornelius, North Carolina. This is their Systema Natvræ, which basically means system of nature. And it says here that Systema Natvræ is an exploration of scientific processes and ingredients exhibited throughout the natural world. This particular beer has Devilwood blossoms and apricots in it, and it was fermented with wild lacto and wild yeast, so and also naturally conditioned. So this sets up to be a promising beer. I mean, I've never had it before. Haven't seen many reviews on it at all. I only know one of my friends who's even had it. So I'm anxious to get this one in a glass. So let's go ahead and do that so I can tell you what it smells like, what it tastes like, and what it rate like. So here we go on the po. So it looks to be fairly clear at this point. Get a little bit more in there for you, Mike. Straight amber color, almost no head. I mean, well, a quarter of a finger of head. Really, really thin, just kind of chilling on the top of the glass. Like I said, amber color, relatively. It's not like clear. You can't. I don't think you can see me through there. You can probably see a shadow, but yeah, it's a it looks like a good beer, give or take, right, for what it is. So let's get a nose on it. I'm anxious to see how. I mean, I know the sour aspect is going to lend some components to the nose, and I have no idea what Devilwood blossoms smell like, but I damn sure know what apricots smell like. So it's going to be interesting to see, how this is going to play out on the nose. So, yeah, I was just taking a look real quick to see if this one was like the other one I had that had essentially 0 IBUs because there were no hops in it, but it doesn't say. So, yeah, let me get a nose on this. So surprisingly, for a beer that has lacto and a beer that was, wild fermented and, naturally conditioned and all that stuff, it smells clean, if that makes any sense. It doesn't smell like the nose doesn't make me think that there's going to be a huge pop of sour on it. But since I know that there's lacto in here, then I have to assume that it's going to be sour, right? But the nose doesn't automatically lead me to that. And that could be a good thing because now you got your nose and your palate kind of competing with each other. Expectations might be a little different once you go to, taste it. So, yeah, I get apricots. Like I said, I don't know what Devilwood blossoms smell like, so I would have expected to be able to smell something that I can't quite identify, but that's not what's going on here. I get apricots for sure. Apricots. I don't get a hot presence. I do get some some malty sweetness playing along with the apricots, which is appropriate, seeing that it's a sweet fruit, right? So yeah. Let's go ahead and taste it and see what it smells like. Cheers. See what it tastes like. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. Wow. So on that very first sip, before the first sip got to the back of my mouth, I could, boom, lacto was like, here I am. He was like, the lacto was chilling on the nose. But then when it came time to actually start dancing at the party, he was like, yo, I'm here. What it do? The lacto was up front on the palate. but not overbearing at all. Like I get, once again, as I said on the nose, no Devilwood blossoms. On the palate, I get apricot, not necessarily Devilwood blossoms. Um, yeah, I'm still trying to search for that thing that may be there that I can't quite put my finger on. Not getting it. Apricots, yeah. Devilwood blossoms, I don't know. Good, yeah, for sure. Lacto, definitely present for sure. And it's this beer is only 6.3%, so you can get like some really good enjoyment out of this beer. It's not one of those sours that make you lock up back here. It's actually a really easy, pleasant drinking sour beer. The apricots are there, and I mean apricots can kind of have like you know, a little funky thing going on with it, but it plays very well with the lacto, and this beer is really enjoyable. I like it. I'd buy more of this if maybe matter of fact, I think I might buy some more of it this weekend when I head down south for the holiday. Yeah, this is the first edition of this beer, so um, yeah, they haven't had very many runs of it. I know these guys were pouring this beer at Savor back in the beginning of June, and I don't think I had it then because I knew I was going to review it and I wanted to come into it with an unbiased palate, but nonetheless, Systema Natvræ, System of Nature from D9 Brewing, which is the grain district from Hunger Games. Second beer I've had from them. They're brewing great stuff. As at least the two sours that I've had from them seem to be awesome. And so as a rating, solid 3.75, 3.75 CBN caps. It's not an amazing beer, but it's a damn good beer. Like you're not gonna if you're a beer nerd or a beer fan, period, and you like sours, you don't drink this beer and say, "Ugh, this isn't doing it for me." I think a lot of people can get some enjoyment out of this beer just because the two, there's depth and complexity there. There's a nose that doesn't quite match the palate, and then you got these apricots that are playing with the lacto. You got the wild yeast doing this thing there. And it drinks easy. Not a big beer, drinks easy, pleasant drinking experience. So yeah, solid 3.75 CBN caps for D9 Brewing's Systema Natvræ, System of Nature. So, ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to hit that like button at the bottom if you thought what I said was fun. Be sure to subscribe and share it, and be sure to check out our other reviews. And I also want to point you to one of our podcasts that we have. It's under the Pints and Quarts label, but the podcast is called Pint Session. We had a lot of fun with that one. It's our Seinfeld version of beer talk. So we kind of talked about a little bit of everything as it relates to beer. So nonetheless, check that out. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace.